Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Female cop linked to Donaldson case not a suspect, says attorney. Attorney Oswald Senior Simit, who is representing the district constable who reportedly refused to give a statement to investigators probing the disappearance of Donaldson, says he has been informed by the police high command that his client is not a suspect in the case. Mr. Senior Simit on Wednesday told the media that his client was told she was a suspect after she reportedly declined to give a statement in the absence of an attorney. But speaking with reporters on Thursday afternoon, Mr. Senior Simit said he had spoken with Deputy Commissioner Fitzbailey earlier and was told that his client is not considered a suspect. I think I can safely say that my impression is from this conversation that my client is categorically not a suspect in any untoward behavior or activity, he said, noting that DCP Bailey may very well go back in the public space soon to give an update on the situation. Ms. Donaldson was reported missing last week after she's visited her boyfriend, who is a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The boyfriend is said to share a child with the female district constable. Mr. Senior Simit said the district constable and her family members have been receiving death threats. One was brought to my attention this morning, which was on social media and apparently tagged the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and it was made in a forthright and direct way that she was going to be murdered, and it went on to say that whoever this person is, that nothing could be done to him or them, whoever was going to carry out the act, he shared. The attorney disclosed that he filed a complaint with Deputy Commissioner Fitzbailey on Thursday morning. He said the district constable has also filed a formal complaint with the police about the threats. Fraud case brought by Movado against Jennifer Misato delayed. The multi-million-dollar fraud case brought against disbarred attorney Jennifer Misato by dancehall entertainer Movado was again delayed on Thursday. The Director of Public Prosecutions DPP was scheduled to submit an application seeking approval from the court for Movado, who lives in the U.S., to give testimony via video link. However, approval can only be granted if Movado, whose given name is David Brooks, has no outstanding warrants in Jamaica. Attorney Oswald Senior Simit, who is representing the entertainer, told reporters that the DPP has now received an adjournment to review the application and for some additional information to be garnered. He said the matter has been pushed back to September 29. Mrs. Misato is accused of defrauding Movado of more than $30 million in a real estate deal in 2018. Arrangements are being made to deport Jamaican wanted man held in Cayman. Arrangements are reportedly being made for Jamaican murder accused and alleged Spanish Town-based gang leader Rudolph Shaw to be deported from Cayman to stand trial. Mr. Shaw, who has been linked to the recent flare-up of violence in Spanish Town, was arrested in Cayman on July 8 when the car he was traveling in rammed a police vehicle during a chase. A report in the Cayman Compass newspaper quoted Deputy Commissioner of Police of Crime Fitzbailey as saying Interpol officers in Jamaica are working with Caymanian authority to transport Mr. Shaw to the island. However, lawyers for Mr. Shaw say they have not received any information about his removal. The Jamaican faced a Caymanian court last week on immigration charges, but no mention was made during the hearing of any effort to return him to Jamaica to face trial. In a statement a week ago, the Jamaica Constabulary Force said Mr. Shaw was wanted in connection with several murders and shootings in St. Catherine. The JCF says Mr. Shaw managed to elude capture before leaving Jamaica by boat. Westmoreland man wanted for shooting charged. 34-year-old Sean Smith, otherwise called Blacks, who was listed as wanted, has been arrested and charged. Smith, who is from 3 Miles River in Westmoreland, has been charged with wounding with intent and illegal possession of firearm. The police in Westmoreland reported that Smith was allegedly among men who went to George's Plain in the parish on Saturday, July 16, and opened gunfire hitting a man. The police were summoned and the man was taken to hospital where he was admitted. Swift investigations led to Smith to hand himself into the police after being listed as wanted on Wednesday, July 20. An arrest warrant was subsequently executed on him. His court date is being arranged. TLP provides youth living state care with opportunities for life. Approximately 700 youth in state care were sensitized to opportunities that will adequately prepare them for independent living. These include entrepreneurship, vocational and technical skills training, housing accommodation for 2 years, territory enrollment and tuition payment to support their move to the next phase of their lives. They can access these benefits from free under the Child Protection and Family Service Agency's CPFSA Transitional Living Program, TLP. The program targets youth at the ages of 18 years who are not yet ready to live on their own without additional support. The sensitization sessions were held during the CPFSA's Traditional Living Programs Expo at Jamaica College in St. Andrew on Thursday, July 21. Their Chief Executive Officer of CPFSA, Rosalie Gage-Gray, assured the youth that the agency remains committed to supporting them. Today is all about you. We want you to grasp the opportunity if you have difficulties. We're giving the commitment that whatever you want to be, you can be, and we are here to support you, she said. One beneficiary of the program, who is now a registered nurse, is 26-year-old Miss Campbell, who became a ward of the state at age of 7. My mother had 6 of us but could not afford to care for all, so she sent 3 of us to a family member who later added us to the CPFSA. It's been one of my greatest blessings, she said. I graduated Victor Dixon High School with 7 subjects and then went to Northern Caribbean University to study nursing. I also got a scholarship from the Children of Jamaica Outreach, COJO, through CPFSA and graduated, she disclosed. Campbell also noted that her journey through TLP helped her mental health. I received counseling because I was also a teenage mom. While being at the TLP, I receive a stipend each month to help with the expenses, she said. She is encouraging other youth to keep their goals in mind, graduate school and never quit, despite any stigma faced as a ward of state. Against that backdrop, Career Development Officer at the Heart NSDA LEAP Center, Dr. Howard Harvey, said the center provides a wide variety of courses for these youth to access. He said these include housekeeping, food preparation, retail bakery, footwear production, art and crafts, and information and technology programs such as data operation, customer service, and graphic design. We also provide career guidance and employability skills training because in the workplace, they are requesting for more persons to have soft skills, he added. These programs run for 3 to 6 months. Over 4,565 children are currently in state care. Of that number, close to 2,000 are living in residential childcare facilities, which include children's home and places of safety. Truck driver freed of larceny charges. A truck driver was on Thursday freed of larceny charges when he appeared in the St. Mary Parish Court. Allegations were that on December 7, 2021, Michael Adair, 53, was intercepted by the police while towing a stolen motor vehicle driven by another man, LaShawn Davidson. It is alleged that the driver of the stolen motor vehicle told the police that he had been paid $10,000 the night before to drive the motor vehicle into Kingston. Adair, however, denied any involvement. He claimed that it was a passenger in his own vehicle who had a connection to the car, which turned out to be stolen. During cross-examination of the police by Adair's lawyer, Peter Champagny, no credible excuse was given as to why the passenger to which Adair claimed was connected to the stolen vehicle was not also interrogated but released. The credibility of one of the police officers' testimonies was also shattered when, in giving the evidence by video link, Champagny brought to the court's attention that the police witness was being aided in her evidence by notes in a book, a conduct which was not permissive without the court's permission. When pressed, the witness admitted to using her book. At the end of the prosecution's case, the parish judge upheld a submission made by Adair's lawyer, Javed Grant, that the witness had been discredited. However, the judge ruled that LaShawn Davidson, who is represented by Attorney at Law John Jacobs, had a case to answer. WHO considers declaring monkeypox a global crisis. The World Health Organization's Emergency Committee is now meeting to consider whether to declare monkeypox a global crisis. African officials say they are already treating the continental epidemic as an emergency, but experts elsewhere say the mild version of the monkeypox in Europe, North America, and beyond makes an emergency declaration unnecessary even if the virus cannot be stopped. British officials recently downgraded their assessment of the disease, giving it lack of severity. WHO director told the emergency committee that he remains concerned about the number of cases in an increasing number of countries. The WHO chief noted that almost 14,000 confirmed cases have now been reported in no more than 70 countries and territories. 5 deaths have also been reported in Africa. But he said most cases of the virus continue to be reported from Europe primarily, among men who have sex with the same gender. Although we are seeing a decline trend in some countries, others are still seeing an increase, and 6 countries reported their first case last week. Some of these countries have much less access to the diagnostics and vaccine, making the outbreak harder to track and harder to stop, he warned.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.